Hi, everybody. Good day. Hope everyone's doing well. Welcome back into your practice. And we're going to start cross-legged today. So you can come into a seated position like this with one of your shins in front of the other. And the other option is to put something underneath your bum if you want to put a pillow if your hips are feeling pretty tight. Or you could always swing the legs and see what it feels like to sit on your shins. So one of those three's options to start seated. It's a little different energetically with your head above your heart. I'd say 95% of the time we start lying down. Once in a while we start in child's pose. And today we're going to start seated for our Urban Fit practice. I hope you're all doing well. I hope everybody's hanging in there and through the experience and everything that is happening in your world and in the world, and staying connected to your practice, staying connected to your breath. Okay, once you're set up, go ahead and close your eyes down. You can rest your hands onto your knees or rest your hands onto your thighs. And palms face down. We'll use this feeling to ground ourselves and through our breath and through our body. It can be interesting or it could be intense to close your eyes. If that's the case for you, you're welcome to keep your eyes open, but let your eyes settle on one spot out in front of you. And so you're simply not looking around and feeling distracted and based on what's in front of you or around you. And you hear me talk about the mindful breath. And probably almost every single practice that we share together. And part of mindful breathing is that you can observe the breath. You can observe the air as it comes into your body and the air as it goes out of your body. So a mindfulness meditation, you're not only observing the air as it comes into your body and out, but you're also observing sensations in your body. You're also observing thoughts that you may be having on your mind right now. But you're granting access. You're giving yourself permission to observe. You live in a little space here for the next hour. Sit up even taller, roll your shoulders up, back, and down. And you might feel your shoulders crack or pop a little bit. Do that again. Lift your shoulders up and towards your ears, roll them back, and then bring them down. One more time. Inhale, roll the shoulders up, feeling back, and then down. You can bring your palms together in front of your heart, bow your chin into your chest. And may we offer ourselves the space and to heal. There's many things that we're taking on these days and all days and throughout our life, and that we're not necessarily aware. There's a lot of energy that we end up storing that we don't need to store. And so may we offer ourselves in some places and spaces and to heal, like on our yoga mat, and to clear out some of the heaviness or the stress and influences in that push and pull us around and throughout our days. You can really get in touch and to know ourselves and to be ourselves and to feel confident and more confident in being ourselves. I hope you all have a great practice today. Bring your eyes back into the space if they were closed. And then come around, start into a tabletop pose. All fours, hands and knees. And draw the line in from your shoulders down your arms to your wrists, one straight line. And then adjust your knees. So if you're feeling a little crunched up through your spine, take your knees back a little bit. And then when you move your hips back, that's even going to bring your shoulders just behind your wrist, and so less pressure in the wrist, not a bad thing. As you're in tabletop, start to flex your belly, feel your core, and then put a firmness down through the tops of your feet. And so there's an element coming up through the palms as we press the hands down. and you'll feel your arms get stronger. And then there's an element coming up through your legs as you firm the tops of your feet down. And then you'll feel your core, your stomach muscles engage a little bit more. And breathe in through the nose, out through the nose. Keep your lips soft and sealed. Keep the hands where they are and slide your hips all the way back to your heels. And so notice I'm not coming all the way down with the chest. First, crawl your hands over to the right side of your mat. Even off the mat onto your floor. And then keep the hands where they are. And now you can start to let your torso and your head come down to rest into your left arm. You just made the line longer from your left hand to your left hip. And therefore, we're going to feel the sensation of the stretch. And give ourselves something to breathe into. And bring your head back up. Keep your hips heavy. And then crawl your hands back onto the mat. Hips stay. Crawl your hands off to the left. And see how far you can stretch. Make that line longer. And then we start to descend. Bring the head down. Into the arm. Feel it. Breathe into it. You draw your head back up. And hips stay heavy. Bring your hands back onto the mat out in front of you. Spread your fingers. You're in a crouch position. Your belly's even resting into your thighs. You feel your shoulders roll back. So if I turn the elbows down and the eye of the elbow rolls up, and you're going to feel more space at the base of your neck. Then inhale, come forward to a plank, and the shoulders are set on the back. Tuck your toes. Exhale takes you back into a downward facing dog. Breathe in your down dog, lips sealed, and jaw soft. Inhale, exhale through the nose, please. And keep the arms straight, elbows in. Scoop through the low belly. And as you inhale, go ahead and roll yourself out into a high plank. And if your shoulders go too far for that flexion in your wrist, adjust your feet back a little bit. And then reverse that. Go ahead and press back into your down dog. Lift your tail. And press out through your palms. Press down through your palms. And then scoop the belly. Inhale, roll it out. Come back into a high plank. Exhale, lift the tail. And use your legs, hands, keep rooting. Press back into your downward facing dog. One more like this. Inhale, scoop the belly, roll out, come into your high plank. Exhale, lift the tail. And draw with your legs, press back. Everybody's going to have a different range of motion and flexibility through your low back. Put a little bend to your knees. And so this makes us all a little bit more equal. And for you flexible, bendy people, this makes you actually use your core, which is good. And then start to wag your tail in your downward facing dog. Breathe in through the nose, out through the nose. And that micro bend to your knees, wag your tail. Good. Set your hips back to center, and then you can straighten your legs. Keep your left hand where it is. And take the right hand, flip to the back of the palm. And you're using your legs and your left palm, so you're tempering how much you're letting come down into the back of your right hand. And then press through the ground so that you can feel the wrist and the forearm stretch. Your legs strong. Turn your right palm back around. And switch. Turn the back of your left hand onto the mat. And as you press the mat away through the back of the hand, feel the wrist, feel the forearm. And turn your left palm back around. And keep drawing up through your inner thighs. Heel walk. So heels first, and then your toes. And keep your legs as straight as you can. And come all the way up top of the mat, big toes together. And forward fold. You can let your arms dangle if you want a little more. Take your fingers around the backs of your ankles.
Feel your back shoulder blade spread when you wrap the elbows in around your knees. And feel the backs of the legs all the way up through the backs of the hips. Hey, your glutes and your low back. Little bend to your knees on your inhale. And stand up. Circle the arms out. Reach up. So that's using your legs. Connecting to your core. Exhale. Bring your hands to your heart center. Inhale. Circle the arms overhead. Palms touch. Exhale. Hinge. Forward fold. Bring your hands down to the mat. Inhale. Lift halfway. Hands to the front of the shins. And exhale. Forward fold. Bend the knees. Plant the palms. And step your left and right foot back into a high plank. And together, take a breath in. Draw your belly in so it's flat. And exhale, lower all the way down onto your chest. Untuck your toes. And feel your hands on the mat as you lift cobra pose, shoulders back. And then feel any unevenness, what you're holding underneath your shoulder blades. Exhale, lower your chest back down. And we'll do it again. Hips heavy. Inhale, cobra. Shoulders back, elbows in. I'm using the ground beneath the hands. And exhale, lower back down. One more time. Inhale, cobra. Shoulders back. Elbows in. Lengthen and lift the heart. Exhale, lower the chest back down. And press back, child's pose. And bum all the way to your heels. And keep your arms active as you inhale. Rise up. Come into a tabletop. And exhale, bring your knees all the way together so they touch. Kick your left leg straight back. Reach your right arm forward. Take an inhale. Exhale, crunch right elbow to your left knee. Inhale, reach out. Now listen. And bring your right hand down to the mat. Turn your left leg out. Keep it straight. And then lift the heel up. Arms stay straight. Even if you got to lower your chin, draw your low belly in. And then swing your left leg back behind. Inhale, reach your right arm forward. Exhale, elbow to knee crunch. Feel it again. Inhale, kick back, reach forward. Right hand down, left leg swings. All right, it's like you're closing a gate. Keep the heel up. And then swing your left leg back behind. Inhale, right arm forward. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, kick back, reach forward. Right hand down, last one, arm straight. Turn your left leg out. And bring your left leg back. Inhale, reach your right arm forward. Exhale, elbow to knee. Let's stay here. Tuck the chin. Press the mat away through your left palm for 3, 2, and 1. Land all fours. And press to the palms. Inhale. And exhale, tuck the chin. Draw your low belly in. Reset your low back. Inhale to a flat back, tabletop. Kick your right leg straight back behind you. Inhale, reach your left arm forward. Exhale, crunch, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach out, kick back. Right leg stays, left hand down. Arms straight, and then close the gate. Keep the heel up, kick through the heel. Swing your right leg back behind. Inhale, reach your left arm forward. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, kick back, reach out. Left hand down. And turn your toes out, bring your leg forward, lift the heel up, and swing your right leg back. Feeling it, inhale, left arm forward, and exhale, crunch, elbow to knee. One more, kick back, reach forward. Left hand down, swing, right leg out. Inhale, bring your right leg back, and reach your left arm forward, crunch, tuck your chin, belly, and press the mat away through your right palm. And land, come back to all fours, hands and knees. Release it from your shoulders. This time, wag your tail side to side. And feel your outer hips, and your glute muscles. Nice and easy, deep breath, back to center. Exhale, come down onto your right forearm, left forearm. Take your left palm and press it on top of the back of your right palm. And step your right foot back, tuck your toes. Shoulders over your elbows, left foot back. And so we'll set up a version of a forearm plank. And feel your elbows, you have no choice, but press down into your palms and then feel your ribs draw in towards your spine. Connect to your upper back, ground down through the balls of your feet for 3, 2,
And 1. Soften both knees down. Press the mat away, come back up, left palm, right palm. Toes are tucked, take an inhale. Exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. And breathe in, nice and easy, come forward to a high plank, high push-up. Exhale, lower halfway down. Push back to plank. Exhale, back downward facing dog. And check it out, inhale, forward plank. Exhale, halfway down. Inhale, back to plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more. Inhale, forward. Exhale, lower halfway. Inhale, plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath in. And exhale, 2 big steps to the top of your mat. And big toes together, grab opposite elbows. Let your head hang heavy. And you're welcome to add a little sway side to side. And experience the beauty of falling into the guidance of your breath and your body. Even inhales, even exhales. And sway to center, release your hands down to the ground. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, bow forward, fold. Inhale, rise. Feel your legs, reach your arms up. Interlace the fingers, release the index, side bend to the right. It's great for opening up the torso and the muscles in between your ribs so that you can breathe deeper. And when you breathe deeper, the mind can be calmer. Inhale, rise to center. And exhale, side bend to the left. And so this is common sense. When you think about short, choppy breathing in situations in where your breath is very short, very fast, your heart is going to be beating pretty fast. Your mind might be racing. So if you can slow down your heart rate, slowing down your breath, you can slow down our minds. Inhale, rise to center. And exhale, release your grip, bring your arms by your sides. And sit your bum back as you inhale, reach your arms up, chair pose. And exhale, swing the chair, arms by your sides. Inhale, arms back up, sit a little deeper. Exhale, swing the chair, arms by your sides. Again, inhale, arms up, sit a little deeper. Exhale, arms by your sides. Get your belly on your thighs. Keep lifting your wrists. Yes, keep drawing. Even if you got to take your hands wider and then straighten your legs in the forward fold. Right? Even if we take the hands wider and structure in the bones and the shoulders, all good. If you could have your hands together, okay, put your hands together, but your arms are straight. Feel the energy in from your feet drawing up through your legs. Bend your knees, sit back down, sweep your arms up, chair pose. Good job. Stand up, bring your hands to your heart. And so that's a little flush. Take a deep breath in. And exhale out, arms by your sides. Inhale, arms out, reach up, look up. Exhale, take a bow, forward fold. Inhale to lift halfway, shoulders back. Bend the knees, plant, step your right and left foot back into a high plank. And high push-up. And draw up through the arms. Keep the belly flat, take an inhale. Exhale, lower halfway down, elbows to ribs. Tops of the feet, inhale, mindful flow, upward facing dog. Exhale, and lengthen your tailbone. Come back into your downward facing dog. And so as we're firming the hands, we're training a lift through the arms. And so it feels like you're pulling up through your armpits. And you turn your elbows in, you're going to activate your upper back. Bring your right knee to your nose. Tap your right knee down to the mat. And then exhale, lift the knee back to the chest. Inhale, kick back, three-legged dog. And again, exhale, right knee to your nose. Inhale, tap it down to the mat. Exhale, bring it back to the chest. Inhale, kick back and up, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee to your nose. Inhale, tap it down to the ground. Exhale, knee back to the chest. Inhale, kick back and up. Exhale, lightly step. Your right foot comes all the way through. Set your lunge. Keep your hands on the ground. Now you can focus on keeping your left leg straight. Back heel over your big toe. Hover your hands a couple inches off the mat. So the arms are still strong. It's like I'm pressing into the ground, so the chest is coming forward. but the hands are hovering off the ground. And set your left hand to the mat. Take your right hand to your low back. And keep your gaze looking down. Space in between your right foot and your left hand. The right hand is pulling in, connected to your sacrum. Soften your left knee down. And untuck your back toes. Feel your front foot. And as you inhale, left arm comes up. Okay, we'll meet the resistance in the right shoulder. Rolling it down, tucking the elbow in, and then lengthen and reach in through your left fingertips. On your exhale, bring your gaze and left hand back down to the ground, and release your right hand back to the mat. Frame your front foot, tuck your back toes, lift the knee, tailbone up, stretch back into your downward facing dog. Deep breath in, exhale, left knee comes into your nose. Tap your left knee down to the ground. Feel the pull up through the armpits. Exhale, knee to your chest. Inhale, kick back, three-legged dog. Again, exhale, knee to your nose. Inhale, tap the knee down. Exhale, draw the knee up. Inhale, kick back, three-legged dog. Again, exhale, knee to your nose. Inhale, tap the knee down. Exhale, up to the chest. Inhale, kick back and up. Exhale, step left foot all the way through. Set your lunge, keep your hands on the ground. And when we're flying by in a flow, may not necessarily be as focused that your left knee is above your left ankle. So feel that, right? You'll build the muscle memory and through the feeling, and so that when you are flowing more swiftly, your body will host that alignment. Hover your hands a couple inches off the ground. Draw the chest forward, shoulders back. Keep the navel drawing in and up. It looks easier than it actually is. Take your right hand down, left hand to your low back, and keep your gaze in between your front foot and your right hand. All right, in all of this, the extension through the right hip crease, making your right leg straight, reaching through the crown of your head, soften your right knee down, untuck the toes, feel your front foot, and then keep your left hand, reach your right arm up. You will meet the resistance in your left shoulder, tightness in your chest, all good. And you breathe up through your fingertips, and you might be able to lunge a little bit deeper, feel the sensation through your right thigh. On your exhale, bring your gaze and right hand down. Nice. Bring your left hand back to the top. And tuck your back toes and lift off of your right knee. And draw your tail back. Step your left foot back. Come into a downward facing dog. Take a breath. Spread your fingers. Inhale, forward to plank. Exhale, lower halfway down. Inhale, tops of the feet. Mindful flow, upward facing dog. And with breath, exhale. Lift your hips, downward facing dog. And separate your feet as wide as your mat. And warming up your legs, walk your hands back to your feet. Place your hands onto the front of your ankles. And then you can set your toes out so the heels on the ground. Okay, bend your legs, bring your bum down. Check in with your range of motion. Keep the hands on the front of your ankles. Take an inhale. And exhale. Lift your bum, hold the ankles, and drop the head. Inhale to squat. And exhale, lift the butt, fold. Again, inhale, squat. Exhale, lift the bum, fold. Okay, so the hands and feet don't move, keep going. Every time you might be able to sit down deeper into the flexion of your hips. 5 more. Four. 3. 2 more. Last one. Nice. Leave your bum up, hands to the mat, toe heel your feet together. Toes in, heels in, and toes in, heels in.
Forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. And exhale, forward fold. Crawl your hands all the way out to the top of your mat and come into a high plank. And then come into a fingertip plank. If that's too much, you can keep your hands flat. Okay, more space for your upper inner thighs. Right knee, right elbow. Okay, right foot down, exhale, left knee, left elbow. And step back, right knee, right elbow. Okay, so as long as you're good on the fingertips, it actually creates more space, okay, for your knee to travel into your elbow. 2 more rounds. You can always put blocks under your hands here. Anything stable and to elevate, lift your hips and reset your palms flat in your downward facing dog. Big toes together, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees, take 2 steps to the top. And then you fold on empty. And to inhale, lift halfway, lengthen your spine. Exhale, forward fold. And bend your legs, lengthen your spine, reach your arms up, back into your chair pose. Left hand to your upper back, and then right hand to your left elbow, and pull a little side bend. Draw your elbow to the right. With your legs bent, draw your tailbone in. Breathe in, come back to center. Reach your arms out. Switch. Right hand to your upper back. Left hand to your right elbow. And a little side bend to the left. You will see where your body is gripping. Right? Compensating, holding more on one side versus the other. Breathe into it. Come back to center. And reach your arms straight. Stand up. Bring your hands to your heart center. All the way into your left foot. And draw your right knee in front. Hands just below the knee to the shin. And push the shin into the hands. And feel the shoulders drop, elbows in. You hover the knee, release the grip, turn the arms over your head. And interlace the fingers behind the head. Take an inhale. Exhale, you got to pull up through your inner left thigh, draw your belly, and then crunch into your right knee. Inhale, slowly lift back up. And exhale, crunch. Don't worry if you fall out. Okay, really, you got to focus on your breath and where you're at. And it's even challenging to do it while you're talking, so focus. And then rise up, step your right foot down. Inhale, reach your arms over your head. Exhale, bend your legs, sit back into your chair. Keep your left arm where it is, take your right arm back, and then you can open your chest to the right side of your room. Inhale, right arm forward, and exhale, hover your left foot, and step back into a power lunge, soft landing, arms by your sides. Feel your feet, inhale, arms rise. Notice, stay connected, and from your feet to your hands, open up, warrior 2. And set your warrior 2. Right forearm to your right thigh. Left arm comes up and over. Yeah, stay with your lunge. Okay, less lean, more ground through your back foot. And your left arm reaches over your head. Set through your back heel, inhale, rise. And reverse, right arm up, exalt your warrior. Exhale, cartwheel your hands, top of the mat. Pivot your back heel high. And straighten your front leg, flip the toes up. Keep pulling up through your right thigh, right? So you're out of your low back, hop your left foot forward, and bring your big toes together. Work your legs, inhale, halfway lift, and bend your legs, lengthen your spine, sweep your arms out, reach up, chair pose. Exhale, twist, left arm back, turn your chest to the left. And bring your left arm back in front and stand up slowly, hands to your heart center. Good job. Lift your left knee in front, hands to the shin and barely below the knee. And so let the shin bone and go into the interlace, the webbing of your fingers. And feel that drop the shoulders.
Bring yourself out from your low back, connected to your inner thigh. Keep the knee where it is. And then slide your hands up, reach. Hands behind the head. And stabilize. Use your core. Inhale. Go slow. Exhale. And little standing crunch. Elbows to your left knee. Inhale. Come back up. Ooh. And exhale. Crunch. Elbows into your knee. Inhale. Come back up. Exhale. Crunch. Elbows into your knee. Good. Inhale. Rise back up. And step down, arms by your sides. Bend your legs, inhale, reach your arms up in chair. Hover your right foot and float step, right foot back, arms by your sides. And soft landing into your power lunge. It's all connected. Inhale, rise, arms up. Feet to hands, exhale, open, warrior two. Set your warrior two. The back foot is the leg you can adjust. And then deepen your lunge, knee on top of the ankle. Nice. Left forearm down to your thigh. And stay with your lunge as you reach your right arm up and over. So if you don't lunge, then you're going to get this torso, and that is moving and bending laterally. If you lunge first, hey, now you've got a nice ascending line from your back heel into your right fingertips. Inhale, rise. Reverse your warrior two. Exhale, cartwheel your hands, top of the mat. Pivot, back heel high. Straighten your front leg, lift your toes up. And pull up through the thigh, draw in with the belly. And keep pulling up with your left thigh. And little hop, right leg to the top of the mat. Big toes together. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Lift both heels, roll the weight into your toes, and bend your legs. And sit into your heels. Inner thigh squeeze. Okay, so you can even use your hands and train the inner thighs to come together. And then interlace the fingers behind your head. Keep drawing the inner thighs. Take an inhale. And toe stand crunch. Exhale, elbows to your knees. Inhale, come back up, elbows wide. Ooh, exhale, elbows to your knees. Let's do 3 more. Two. One more. Inhale, rise. And stay in the balls of your feet. Reach your arms up. Yes, hug your legs together. Take an inhale. And exhale, bring your hands down. Lift your bum forward, fold. Let your legs go straight. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, step your left foot back into a lunge. And should feel good to let that hip extend. And set your lunge, lower your back knee down. With your back knee down, okay, reach your right arm up, and then turn your right toes out. And so your right foot goes out on a 45-degree angle. Okay, your right arm has the space. You can open across the chest. Okay, reach back a little bit more. Everybody bring your right hand to your inner right thigh. And as your hips go forward, give your inner thigh a little shove. And draw your gaze back to the top of your mat. Turn your right foot flat and sit back to your left heel. Okay, right hand to right foot. You can go toes to wrist if you've got the length in the back body. And if not, you could always go peace fingers. And you hook your big toe, keep your chest up, and your left arm is there to help support. And so this is going to set us up for a deeper gorilla pose, Padahastasana, where your hands are under both feet in a forward fold. And take your right hand off to the side. Push off your left shin, come forward to lunge. Tuck your back toes, lift the knee. And on your exhale, draw your belly in, step your left foot to the top. And keep practicing. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, right leg back, step into a lunge. And feel your right hip crease release. So now you're extended. And kick through the heels, soften through your right knee, bring it down onto the mat. Untuck the toes, right hand flat, reach your left arm up, and let your left toes turn out. And cross the chest, feel the back, left arm can fly back a little further. And keep your hips heavy. Everybody left hand to your inner left thigh. And give it a little extra nudge, knee away from your body. And bring your gaze forward, square. Turn your left foot flat. And let's sit, bum all the way back into your right heel. And your left arm reaches forward. And palm over your foot. So your toes are in your wrist crease. Again, if that's too much, peace fingers hook your big toe. And your right hand is here for balance as you're sitting back. So deep flexion in the knee. You can always put a little support yoga block under your left sitting bone. All good. And there's so many ways to adjust your practice every day. And be mindful, listen to your body. You don't have to force it. And enjoy deepening the breath. Watch your breaths get deeper over the years as you practice. And push off your right shin, come forward. Tuck your back toes, set your hands, lift your knee, pull up through your navel, float step, right foot to the top of the mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise and reach your arms up. And exhale, circle, bring your hands into your heart center. Inhale, arms over your head, reach. Exhale, dive, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway, pull your chest through. And exhale, plant the palms, 2 steps back into a high plank. And feel your hips, strong legs, flat belly, take an inhale. Exhale, lower halfway, chaturanga. Tops of the feet, stay with your form, up dog, elbows in. Exhale, press it back, and downward facing dog. And 3 to 5 breaths in your down dog, please. And so as you're opening up your outer hips, deepening your forward fold practice, walk your hands back to your feet. And so where we came from in our half splits, now your forward fold. Slide your right hand under your right foot. And slide your left hand under your left foot, toes to your wrists. Possibly legs straight. If not, put a bend to your knees. And get your toes pressing down right into the crease of your wrists. And draw your inner thighs up and stretch your head down. And then you can work towards straight legs. And you put a bend to your knees, slide your right hand out, slide your left hand out, crawl your fingertips forward, come out into a plank. Feel the connection to your core, big toes together. Right hand to your mat center and slightly forward. Turn to the outer edge of your right foot. You seal your legs and reach your left arm up. And then your gaze can follow. And little step, left foot behind your right foot. My right elbow is still turning in. I'm going to look down and then reach the left arm over the head, lifting the bottom hip higher. And circle your left arm up and then back all the way around to the mat. Okay, pivot square, step your left foot back, step your right foot outside your right hand. And you set a wide base into your lunge, feel your knees spread. And you roll the weight forward and then rock the weight back a little bit. And do that again. Inhale, roll the weight forward. And exhale, rock the weight back a little bit. One more time forward. You rock the weight back. Soften your left knee down onto the mat. You turn your left shin across the mat. And you keep your right foot flat. Right hand down inside your right foot. And then reach your left arm up. And feel all of this from where we started, right? Our three-legged tabletops. A crunch and extension, bring your gaze and left hand down. And then turn your left foot back out. Tuck your toes, lift off of your knee, and then lunge twist with the wide base. Reach your right arm up, pulling up from the base of your pelvis. You circle your right arm forward, reach, and then circle your right hand down. Pivot, turn your right toes in, and turn your left heel down. Hands out to your ankles or your shins, and then draw your chest forward. Elbows turn out, chest can go in between your thighs. And place your hands under your shoulders, straight arms, flat back. Inhale, slide your gaze out. And exhale, walk your hands over to your right foot. And you pivot square, step your right foot back, lift your hips, come into a downward facing dog. Okay, so it's actually a pretty deep practice, even though, we're not attacking it and feels or could feel quite subtle. Right? This practice could actually be going pretty deep into your body, especially if you're doing it in the hot room. Inhale, come forward to plank. And set your left hand below your face, slightly forward. Turn to the outer edge of your left foot and stack your legs and reach your right arm up. And then your gaze can follow. And keeping the left shoulder in the socket, so my elbow is turning in, right foot steps behind the left leg. Okay, look down to the left hand. Okay, this way we're not twisting the shoulder, and then reach your right arm back up and over. And you get it right underneath your shoulder blade if you're tight. Right arm up, and circle your right arm all the way back to the mat. Pivot, step back into your down dog. And bring your left foot outside your left hand. A wide base into your lunge. Support as you inhale and come forward. And exhale, transfer the weight back. So when you're transferring weight, you're not moving your hands or your feet. Inhale forward. And then exhale back. And do it again. Inhale, come forward. And then exhale, set back. Good. Soften your right knee down onto the ground and turn your right shin across the mat. Keep your left foot flat, left palm down, and open up. Your shoulders away from the ears, and then you can afford to lift the gaze up. On your exhale, gaze in right hand down, and turn your right foot out. Tuck your toes. Lift off of your right knee, set your right palm flat, and then twist. Draw up through the base of your pelvis. Nice. Slowly bring your gaze and left hand down. Pivot your back heel flat, turn your left toes in. It's a real smooth transition to a wide-legged forward fold. Right? It would be great if you were not feeling that grip in your hips at all. Take your hands out to your ankles, and then you can take a deeper breath. Elbows out, chest forward. Feel it pulling out of your low back. Then bring your hands back under your shoulders, straighten your arms, and slide your gaze out as far as you can. Good. Feel loose, feel open, but contain. Walk your hands over to your left foot, pivot square, and step your left foot back. Come into a high plank. Okay, let's work ourselves all the way down. Chest touches the mat. Okay, in a push-up. Okay, the knees stay lifted, the thighs stay lifted. And then inhale back up. Exhale. And chest is grazing the mat. I'm not releasing the chest to the mat. And then inhale, press up. Exhale, come on back down. Chest grazing the mat. And you feel this in your legs. Inhale back up. Exhale, lower down, graze the mat. Inhale, back up. Nice, make it look easy with your breath. Bend your arms. Inhale, back up, and lift your hips, downward facing dog. And perhaps those were lighter than they would have been at the beginning of the practice. And you know you're making progress. And good stuff. Step your right foot in between your hands. And set your feet, legs into the lunge. And take your arms out. Come on up into your crescent. Hands to your heart center. Lean forward and exhale, twist. And you wring it out. Pull your thumbs in towards your chest. Remember, you can play with transferring the weight forward. And firm your front foot. Inhale, come back to center. And exhale, reach your arms by your sides. Okay, you're going to literally bring your chest over your right knee. Transfer the weight into your right foot. And lift your left leg. Fly, arms by your sides. Lift your heart first, and you feel your foot, and then it's easy. Step your feet together, stand tall. Inhale, arms over your head, reach up. Exhale, bring your right hand down by your side, and pick up the inside of your right foot, ankle or shin from behind. And draw your right knee towards your left knee, tailbone down. And then stand tall as you kick down into your right hand. And now you can start to kick back and create a smooth arch, with length from the base of your spine. Inhale, rise back to center. Exhale, step down, arms by your sides. Feel your feet. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, dive, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen. And exhale, plant the hands, step back into your high plank. And feel it in your legs. Okay, same way as we did before. Bend the arms, and then graze the chest to the mat. Keep your legs strong. Inhale, press up. 4 more. Bend your arms. And chest touches the ground. Inhale, back up. You can do this. Keep it in your legs. Connect from your feet to your hands. Inhale, back up. 2 more. Inhale, back up. 1 more. Notice there's no worm, right? Action in the spine. Back up. Press back into your downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale, step left foot through. Set your lunge, feel your feet. And draw with your belly. Inhale, reach your arms out and up, crescent. And hands to your heart center. Chest forward, exhale, twist. Right elbow outside your left thigh. And draw your thumbs in towards your chest. And you can rock the weight forward a little bit, and yet kick through your back heel. Feel your front foot as you inhale, square. And chest, float your arms by your sides. And you bring your chest forward, over your left knee, and drag, float your back toes, and arms by your sides, toppling tree. And lift your heart first. And your right foot comes down, big toes together. And great job. Feel your feet. And breath in through your nose, out through your nose. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, bring your left arm, hand by your side. Pick up the inside of your left foot, ankle. You maintain the length as you draw your left knee towards your right knee. You tilt your pelvis so it's neutral, meaning tailbone down, pubic bone up. And kick down into your left hand. And you draw up as you start to kick. And you back through your left hand and create a smooth arched line in through your spine. Inhale, slowly rise. Left foot down, arms by your sides. Feel your feet, soft landings. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, dive, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, plant, step back into your high plank. And you can stay in your plank back to your down dog, or one more flow, lower halfway down. Tops of the feet, inhale, come forward. You lift the chest, shoulders back up, dog. Exhale, and draw your tailbone back, downward facing dog. And reset your hands. And set your feet hip width apart. And then work your core. And so it's like you're coming forward to plank. When your shoulders get over your wrist, stop. Okay, bend your legs, tap your knees down. And then lift your knees back up. And hips high. Okay, forward, shoulders over your wrist, bend your legs, tap your knees down. And then lift your knees back up, hips to the sky. Keep that going. It's an inhale forward, tap the knees. And it's an exhale, draw, and hips back up. Five. 4. 3. 2 more. Last one. Nice. Come down onto the knees. Untuck the toes. And crawl your knees up towards your wrists. And sit back in between your heels. And you feel your ankles, knees flexed into your thighs. You walk your hands back. And you pay attention to your low spine as you recline. Elbows are all the way down onto your shoulders. And the beauty of the resistance we encounter on the mat, we can breathe into it. And use your elbows, draw with your belly, chin to chest. Make your way back up to your palms. And palms in to adjust your knees, and so they're in hip width apart. And sit, hands on your thighs, head above your heart. Enjoy the feeling. When you're ready, open the eyes, swing your legs out to the right and all the way out in front of you. And set into your bum. Tuck your fingers behind your knees, please. In boat pose, roll your shoulders back and down like when we started. And then lift your feet, shins parallel to the floor. And keep your legs where they are. Take your fingertips down onto the ground. If you take them wider, right, that might help and support the lift of your heart. So adjust your arms as you need to, and then start to pedal out your legs. And you draw one knee in, kick the opposite heel out. And feel that opposing force. One knee in, and kick the opposite heel out. Good. Both legs straight. Yes. Lower to a hover. Float your arms by your sides. And keep your legs hovering, hands behind the head. And then yogi bicycles. Touch the elbows to the knees. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
And 1, keep the head up, hands behind, both feet down. And exhale, pulse. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep the head up, kick both feet up to the ceiling. Flex the ankles, right hand, left toes. 10. Side to side. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Good. Bring it in. Give yourself a squeeze. Whew. Let your belly relax. You can spread your knees out wide and circle the knees around, back together. And you break down those hip flexors if they were gripping, and during that core, and then bring your left ankle to your right thigh. And figure 4, flex this left ankle and draw your toes back. Reach your left hand through. Interlace the fingers onto your right shin. And you have to remember the most accessible approach to yoga is breathing into your body, never comparing your body to anybody else's, and understanding the different types of sensations that you're encountering. The difference of a muscle stretch, right? Joint inflammation, bone compression. And this is the idea, getting your mind stimulated and so that you're exploring, right, in a safe range of motion. And once you have that, you can really deepen the experience, an opportunity to connect within yourself, within your body and your emotions and your mind and your spirituality when you're on the mat. You soften the grip. You release your left ankle, slide it off, and bring your right ankle to your left thigh. Flex the right ankle. It's going to stabilize the knee. So your right toes are back, right hand through. Interlace the fingers onto your left shin. As you soften your grip, go ahead and release. And right foot off, bring both feet down onto the mat, please. And you take your hands onto your thighs, so the heels of your hands are right there, and at the top of your quadricep, and just below your hip flexor, and then go ahead and push your hands into your quads. And let your low back arch a little bit. You might feel a nice bit of release for your low back, traction for your low spine. And it's a little less than doing a bridge pose, right, at this point. And then go ahead and soften, release, bring the feet together, let your knees fall apart. And feel your butterfly legs. It's okay, take your arms out into a T. Or arms over your head, whatever feels best. Reset your head, reset your shoulders. Big inhale, feel your belly, feel your stomach rise. And exhale all the air out of your lungs. Relax the eyes. Go ahead and let your right leg go straight. And release your left leg straight. And slide your arms down by your sides. Completely soften through the extension of your shoulders. And palms facing up, coming into your final Shavasana today. And so much love. I hope you're all staying patient with yourselves. Take care of yourselves. And take care of each other and support one another. Right? You'll really find that meaning, understanding, and space, I feel, through your practice, through being on your mat. You can take as long here as you like in your Shavasana. Have a beautiful rest of your day, everybody. And we'll see you soon. Namaste.